Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are going to be here in the Government Center, correct? And we are going to be finishing out 59 stars probably tomorrow or the day after, I'm not exactly sure. And so for now, what we're going to be running though, we're going to be running Queen's Claw, and we're going to be running the Queenslayer bayonet, since it's kind of fitting to almost end your journey running one of the Queenslayer weapons in memory of the memories. And since we have Jack here along, it'll be just like Operation Queenslayer, since he likes to talk about that. So that's what we're going to run here to finish out the government center here, and we'll finish it out strong. And so this will be a lot of fun, since we haven't used Jack with Fatal Surge yet with bayonets, as this is kind of where bayonets start to get a little ridiculous, is that they have damage at a distance with insane damage ceilings. And we're not going to get fully to the huge damage ceilings because we're not going to be using Radiant Barrel or anything like that. And we're also not going to be using Time Crunch or Charge Accelerator or Charge Boosters here along the way. We'll probably just change this to maybe a Camouflage or something. But I don't think we're really going to be using too much of our items here along the way. So what we're going to be going for is a quick mobility build here to make sure that we actually have enough damage output while at the same time staying far away. And the reason we're not going for the charge accelerators is to show the shot potential difference between having very slow charges in between these charge shots and what you've seen kind of all the way through this 59 stars. So as we get to it here, we do have Regenerative Drain active, so that means that we actually can get back a little bit of health and life along the way here. Now all of our items and weapons here and everything are completely built for destroying the enemy on backstabs here, as well as our shots and everything. So it will be very incredible for the amount of damage that we're going to be able to put out, but the problem will become that we can't get hit. This is a do not get hit build. As you see, we have concentration down there in the slot, and this is a do not get hit by anything kind of build, otherwise you will pay for it. Okay. And the nice thing is though, we are able to actually shoot and kill things pretty much at a moment's notice when we want, but again we are plagued with the very slow moving projectiles, and so that is a real super problem for us, unfortunately. Okay, and let's try and get a backstab here. There's a backstab, but you can see that just a few little pokes and we are able to slash these guys down very easily, very quickly, because of the fact that we have such a huge damage level on our backstabs now because of Fatal Surge. It helps everything and anything that we're going to be doing here along the way. So it's very good. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. And we got a backstab, excellent. So we'll have to be managing our backstabs with our attacks and everything, just to make sure that we are, you know, getting enough damage potential at different points in time. Okay, and we'll take a backstab here, and then we'll back up for a couple of shots. And you can see that because we are very close range, going for shots in an area like this is very risky and very dangerous. So it's in our best interest to, you know, take these slow and methodical here if we can. So let's go for this. And we do have 2 bullets, so we can try for this guy. Okay. Now our regular shots are exceptionally quick, which is very nice. And let's try and get a backstab here before those guys wander on over, which would not be good. Okay. Ouch. Now you can see how fast our regular bullets are, but our our charge shots are exceptionally slow. So for the Queenslayer bayonet, it's almost better to go for the regular shots just because of the fact that you have very, very, very quick speed on them, as you can see there, very fast. And so there's really no reason to go for the charge accelerators if you don't have to. So 5,000 at a shot there, that's very good. And it's pretty quick overall. But the speed on the travel time on the bullets is really where this bayonet does shine, and that is why we are not going for any kind of charge accelerators or anything, because we already have very fast traveling bullets, and we don't need to go for anything of the sort. Okay, and Jack's gonna go get himself killed over there. That's fine. Okay, let's go for blood-sucking blades. Okay, and blood-sucking blades is just kind of a, not really any kind of reason for it. It's just to make sure that we have enough attack drain on our weapon, just in case we actually need to do something like that. Okay, this guy is not real. There is a guy around here though that we do need to watch for. There he is. Okay. And we'll go ahead and get some ichor back from this guy and some health as well. As I said, this is a do not get hit sort of a build here, and you can see exactly why, because if you get hit, you basically die instantly pretty much. Okay, so let's shoot this guy from here. Okay, and you can see that our bullets are exceptionally effective here at range. Oh, Jack, are you gonna get us? Nope, Jack's not gonna... Nope. Nope, Jack's too busy being Jack, standing there, looking at nothing. But you can see that the regular bullets, if you don't have Fatal Surge active, it is very difficult to actually make the bullets viable for damage. But they are very viable when Jack is active, and it is very awesome that that even is possible, because most of the time the regular bullet shots are not really worth your time going for any kind of shot potential or anything, because they take too long usually in how they go about getting to you, and typically they don't make it to the enemy on time in any kind of appreciable distance closers, and so you kind of end up not using it. So it's kind of an issue. But with these, you know, as you can see, the shots make it there very quickly, very accurately as well, which is great. Okay, now we are stuck between these two, so we are just going to run over here. And they're all coming after me. How nice. Okay, we're dead. Jack. And Jack is probably gonna die here, because Jack is doing Jack things. Okay, we do need some backstabs here to get our health back along the way. Ouch. This guy just came out of nowhere. Okay. Good. We can get some launch attacks here, so we can get some health back. And again, it's literally a don't get hit build. Try and kill the enemy first and foremost before you actually get in on the enemy, because you will die immediately. And that is the problem that we're running into, obviously. But if we can make it work with everything active here, it is exceptionally good. As you can see there, 12,000 damage is pretty good overall. Now we have to try for a super decent amount of backstabs here to make sure that we get enough ichor and we also get enough health back. But we're only going to be getting, you know, 5% health here along the way, which is fine. But it is good if we can get a little bit more than we are used to here. Okay, so let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Okay, Jack. Jack, please don't be Jack. Okay. Let's go this way. Make sure there's nobody here doing anything bad. Okay, good. And there's the dog, so we definitely want to get rid of the dog. Okay. This guy, we can tease him into coming in. And we'll go for a backstab here. And then we'll go for a charge drain, probably, when he gets up. Wow, we got super lucky there. Like, extra super lucky. Okay, very, very good. But, yeah, the regular shots, which is why I didn't go for the charge shots on this bayonet, because you don't really need the charge shots on this bayonet. You just need the regular shots because the bullets the bullets speed is so fast overall that it works out very, very easily, very, very well overall when you're going for this bayonet and for the regular shots overall that you have. Good. Get some more health there as well. It definitely is important to keep up the drains just because of blood-sucking blades being not really enough for the damage potential that you have and for the ichor recovery. So you have to go for the drains in order to keep your health and your shot potential up where it needs to be. So 4 bullets should be plenty. There we go. Okay. And we only have 1 bullet left, so we will go over and draw the other guy. Actually, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go draw this guy, and then we'll get his ichor, and then we will move on from here. And the government center here, isn't like super simple by any means, but it is pretty easy when you have piercing damage and you have damage at a distance, like what we do now. And you can see that on backstabs because of Fatal Surge. The nice thing is that you do have, you know, a ton of damage just from being able to, whoops, these guys are not here, just from being able to pair up with Fatal Surge, as you can see. Thanks, Jack. Okay. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy a little. And now we'll go for some backstab potential here. Maybe a parry if we have it. Oh, not enough. Okay, I think he died. Wow, that was super dicey there in the corner. You really can't see what's going on too well, so glad we made it out of there. Definitely going to buff up here as much as we can for these guys, because we want to get as many backstabs here as possible, because we want to get free health and free ichor before we move our way up the stairs here. 26. We'll go for these for now. We'll go for, whoops, nope. I hope he didn't draw everybody. Doesn't look like it. He almost got his call off, which would have been really bad. Okay, good. And we're almost back to full health. 36 ichor, that's enough. Okay. Let's go, Jackie boy. Okay, good. Take these guys out one at a time here. Okay, good. And this guy. So this is where Fatal Surge really shines, is when you're playing bayonets, because the double damage output is just absolutely incredible. That is something that you can actually do. And as you can see, for adventuring, it does really well overall when you're paired up here with Jack, except for the fact that, you know, you just can't get hit. That's all. Okay, good. But when you are either point blank or otherwise, you can do very well for your damage and everything, just because of the fact of how, ouch. Oh. Okay, Jackie is dead, which is not good, because we were almost up to full health there, and now we are back to no health here, which is bad, so we have to get several successive drain attacks in order to get our health back. There's another one. And that's the nice thing about the Queenslayer bayonet, is that it sure does have a pretty good damage value just as a regular attacking weapon. And so it does very well in just regular cases where you just need damage instead of taking shots on the enemy and stuff. So it does very well for that also. Which doesn't happen all the time in every scenario for every bayonet. And the nice thing is that it does have slash and pierce damage both built into the weapon itself. And so if you need to, you know, get some kind of overall damage typing in on it, it does very well. Okay, come on. There we go. And you can see that when you're using it just as a regular backstab kind of weapon, it does exceptionally well. Also because we're paired up with Jack. Okay, so you can see that we're slowly getting our health back. We're not really using our bayonet too much here, but that's because obviously we are trying to get through here as best as we can without dying. But for this fella up here, we're definitely gonna go for the shots. Okay, it's fine. We will chip away at him at 300 health here every shot, and that's completely fine. Because if it stun locks him in place, I'll take a tungsten for that for sure, and it guarantees us a kill. I mean, why not do it? And we can still backstab kill these guys, which is excellent. Now, if we wanted to, we could get rid of something like Avarice and go for Lifesteal, so we could be getting back 10% health every time we backstab one of these enemies. But, okay, that was a a very clutch parry there. Okay. Let's go for as many backstabs here as we can, or charge drains, because this thing is going to need the kill. Okay, good job, Jack. And now that we are at full max damage, we will go for Jack here and try and pick these boys off up here on the top row here to hopefully get a bayonet. Wouldn't that be awesome if we run up there and find a bayonet waiting? But you can see that the regular shots are almost instant shots basically to their target. Oh, he hit me? No way. Okay, well that cost me like 6 backstabs right there. That's okay. We can get it all back pretty quickly and easily from this bottom floor here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. You do that. That is completely fine by me. Okay, and then one charge drain. Good. Okay, and then we will take these guys out from here. Oh. Okay, he'll run over there. That's fine. We'll get rid of all these guys here, which is nice that they can be dispatched of so easily and quickly because of Fatal Surge. So Fatal Surge is really the star of the show here. Not so much the bayonet, but it's kind of a hybrid type of a bayonet, obviously, because it does have pretty decent average, like one-handed sword kind of damage overall. No bayonet this time. None over here either. Okay, and we got one more drop here, hopefully. And doesn't look like the other bayonet is here either. Okay, so we didn't get extra lucky this run through the game, but we'll keep trying for that. But it also doesn't do like super well as a shooting bayonet either. So it is kind of one of those bayonets that is kind of middle of the road average. It's pretty decent, but it's nothing, you know, absolutely like super duper incredible that you know, you absolutely can't do without. Okay, we definitely have to back up here. Okay, and we'll go for a couple backstabs here just to get Icor and such. Okay, Jack should be okay over there. He's telling him that was weak, so it makes me think he's okay. But yeah, overall, it's not my favorite bayonet in the bunch that we have access to, but it is definitely one of the stranger bayonets to actually get a hold of because you find it in the memories. And that alone being the fact that you could overlook it or miss it or surpass it all at once, that is actually something that can happen, and you can miss out on this bayonet altogether. So kind of interesting all around in that regard, but yeah, overall, nonetheless, it does pretty well. Now, going for the fight here with the attendant is going to be pretty interesting because you've seen that all of our drain attacks and everything coming from the Devour with Avarice has been, you know, like a big part of our Icor recovery. Well, we're not going to have that this time, really, with the attendant here. So it's going to be very interesting. So we probably will use a charge booster here. We'll probably use this and this and this and this. Okay, and we should be good to go here. So this will be very interesting that you know, we will be trying to attack her in kind of different ways here. Whoops. Okay. Oh, I dodged right into that one. And you can see that we swing right over her head, which is not good. Ooh, okay. Okay, good. Ouch, we're dead. Jack, stop being Jack. Oh, okay. Well, Jack just can't, he just can't stop being Jack, unfortunately. He has to dodge 3 times before he recovers you. So you can see that our Icor recovery all of a sudden versus a boss basically goes to trash, and we have literally no way of recovering all the Icor, and especially because she is so short, we swing right over the top of her head, and our weapon is pretty much useless. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic that we have going on here between the different gifts here and everything. Okay. And we swing right over her head every time. Good job, Jack. Okay, I can't dodge because she's stun locking me. 858 is pretty bad damage. So let's go ahead and heal here. Okay, that's fine. Elemental wall. And we just can't hit her. Ow, that's right. Okay, Jack, stop dodging. Stop dodging, dude. Okay, so this is where, you know, builds like these kind of come in for a really hard awakening, is when you need to recover Icor and do shots and everything at the same time. It is very, very tough to make it work. But we will use our Icor as much as we possibly can here. There we go. Okay. So if you get enough Icor, she literally just kind of disappears. And I'm not even sad about it. But that was like 16 Icor or something to take her down there at the end, with Jack dodging 2 and 3 times before he actually goes for an attack. But overall, it works out. And I mean, the build is not supposed to be something that is a crazy standout, but at the same time you can see just how much the build is dependent on I-core recovery from backstabs and health recovery as well. Okay, let's go for a charge drain here. Okay, and then we'll go for a shot, just to put the icing on the cake there. And we do have this doggo. We can dispatch him pretty easily here. So 4 I-core to kill him, not too bad. And let's go for Jack here. I don't know where he ran off to. He ran off somewhere to do something of interest for himself. Okay. Oh, here he is. Okay. I couldn't see. She's too thick. There's too much thickness going on that I couldn't see around her or what's actually happening or going on. But the Queenslayer bayonet is definitely one of those bayonets that I wouldn't say overlook and move on, but when you get later in the game, it pales in comparison to some of the damage outputs that you can find in other bayonets that are far superior to the Queenslayer bayonet. Now, it does have pretty good damage overall. As you can see here, 1031 is not, you know, a damage value to, you know, shirk at here on, you know, as an actual damage value. And so if you're looking for, you know, a bayonet you want to use that has just, you know, average pretty good damage scaling as a weapon, but again, you can't go for the short enemies, right, because they're just too short. And if you're going for something that is not a charge shot build, then it is definitely a good one. Okay, but again, because you find it in the memories, that does, you know, kind of hamper it a little bit, just because of the fact that that you have to kind of take an optional kind of side mission almost to actually go and pick it up. So it's not something that just comes on the way in your game. It is something you do have to intentionally go and find, where, you know, if you want to add it to your arsenal overall. So let's go pick up the pure blood here, and then we will head down to Greg's lair for the final fight with a bayonet with the Argent Wolf King.
The elevator's working.
Excuse me, my throat's still not 100%. So we will see you guys here in the next episode of the Road to 100. We'll finish out bayonets, and then we'll head on to 60 stars. So hopefully you guys can join me for that. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little stint here in the Government Center with the Queenslayer bayonet. Definitely a middle of the road to average bayonet overall, and but it does have very fast regular shots. So if you're looking for something with fast bullet speed, fast travel, and little reaction time, this is definitely a bayonet for that. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.